what is in your life's blueprint.
I know I'm unique. Sammy came back, took him straight to the priest.
I believe we all have our own personal blueprint, but it's important to reflect on what's contributing to that blueprint and how does it forces us to engage with some of the difficulties and challenges that are presented in front of us.
Manchester bridge builder, innovator, community connector, and performer Deo Wano's newest project is looking to link people through shared experiences during these tumultuous times.
The whole concept came from Martin Luther King's speech, which it's called What is Your Life's Blueprint? It's a presentation that he did in 1967 in front of high school students in Philadelphia.
However young you are, you have a responsibility to seek to make your nation a better nation in which to live. You have a responsibility to seek to make life better for everybody.
Providing hope through storytelling is what Deo does best.
So every character has their own medium of expressing what's happening. So there's always this transition between the story, but also the expression. And the expression is supposed to be what's happening internally. So it's an internal reflection, but we're seeing it through their performance.
The stories include a professor struggling with remote learning, a janitor working long hours, a nurse feeling the stress of being a frontline worker, and a student struggling with anxiety in turning her camera on during Zoom. The stories that Deo and his collaborators tell are relatable, real, and reaching out to connect.
I feel like Martin Luther, I'm a king. 2020 better give me my rings. Ringing the bell, let me let freedom ring. So I trust he was right, it was never the same.
It's really cool because I get to use a lot of Martin Luther King's vocals, sound bites throughout the entire project. It's almost like a little whisper that's encouraging, reinforcing this whole notion of perseverance for all the characters.
If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley. But be the best little scrub on the side of the rill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree.
Originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Deo was 7 years old when his father was assassinated, and he and his brothers and mother had to flee, living in a refugee camp in Western Africa before they were resettled in Manchester in 2000.
I always tell people the coldest place on earth, coming from the equator, where the equator goes across the Congo to Manchester, New Hampshire in February, was a big difference. But that's what brought us here.
Those early days in the Queen City proved to be the building blocks for the career and life Deo would go on to build.
We had early on very diverse groups of friends, from white folks that came alongside us, some Hispanic community, some African immigrants that were also living here prior to us getting here. So that was the genesis of it. We didn't really have a choice. All we knew that was a second chance of life, and we're able to leverage the relationships that we had, but also the opportunity the state had to provide.
In learning to leverage those relationships, Deo quickly learned to value network building as the backbone of business.
Care and empathy when we see things in the news, when we hear about things in our community.
I do think that there's a lot of opportunities to be able to create a bridge that allows people to get to know each other authentically. And I think, lucky for me, growing up in New Hampshire, I had a lot of those cross-cultural relationships.
For Deo, those connections came through dance and motivational speaking.
Yeah, music, dance, and movement is essentially part of who I am, just like characteristic that everybody, different people have different characteristic. And for me, I feel like music and movement is like embodied in who I am.
With the exception of 3 pieces, Deo created all the music for the Blueprint project.
the interesting part was when I was creating the music, I decided that I wasn't going to overanalyze it. I was just going to create.
The collaborators in this project are artists that Deo has worked with in the past, and he knew they would understand the vision.
It literally was like a text message or a messenger where I was like, hey, I'm working on this project. I have this character. I think you would be awesome for this character. There's a lot of space for you to customize what the story is. And then them saying, yes, Deo, like I'm involved.
He says that relationship building is the secret sauce to his work, which has now taken the form of his own consulting business.
I started to hear a lot of the challenges people were facing almost at real time. So the blueprint came from the influence of Martin Luther King's speech, but also the reality of what the last year has been, but also what we're still working on, what we're still going through today.
Deo says he hopes to bring the Blueprint Project to schools, businesses, and nonprofits. The stories speak to everyone.
My hope for the Blueprint is to bring motivation, courage, to uplift people, right? But it's not to uplift in a cheesy way. It is to uplift by people seeing a piece of themselves through the stories, or relating if it's someone else that's close to them that's going through the same thing. Or if they don't have any interconnection with anything that's happening, if an opportunity comes up in the near future that's similar to some of these stories, it informs them in how they react.
Sweep streets so well that all the host of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper who swept his job well.